Thrawn Ascendancy Greater Good by Timothy Zahn is the second book in the Ascendancy trilogy, continuing the story of Thrawn's upbringing within the Chaos, or as we know it, the Unknown Regions. When I read the first book, Chaos Rising, I was very excited. This is an area of Star Wars that we have never explored before. Sure, there were the Yuzong Vong from Legends, which were from well outside the known galaxy, but the Unknown Regions itself has always just been shrouded in mystery. Maybe because, as it's explained so many times, the hyperspace routes are too dangerous. There are so many unpredictable parts about the Unknown Regions that make mapping it almost impossible. However, within the Chaos there are all sorts of new planets and alien races that haven't been explored yet, and it's incredible. But it's also extremely difficult to understand. Like I said, this is all information that is brand new and no one had known about, and it's just been sitting in Timothy Zahn's head for years, and now we're able to explore it. That being said, I think the difficulty of learning all of these new aliens and planets takes away from the story just a little bit. Honestly, if you were to take Star Wars out of the title, I would believe that this is simply a science fiction book. But how good is the story of Greater Good? I thought the story was good. Not terrible, not great, just good. There are a lot of storylines going on in this book. Some of them are fun, and some of them are just kind of annoying. One of the biggest plots from the first book is the fact that the heads of the Chiss families want Thrawn out of the Ascendancy, because they believe that he will bring destruction to its people. And every chance they get to catch him in the act of doing something wrong so they can get him banished, it never seems to work. And they just get mad, storm off to come up with a new plan on how to get rid of him. And I'm kind of tired of that trope. Reading about old politicians complaining about Thrawn is not a very exciting plotline to follow through. And even as you're reading, you know Thrawn is attempting to do the right thing by eliminating potential threats to the Chiss Ascendancy. But even that takes a bit of a backseat in this book as we focus more on the backstory of the character Haplif and his goal to set up a civil war within the Chiss family, by order of Chiss, the villain from the first book. While this is an interesting plot, I felt it was a little subpar, only because we are already so used to what Thrawn can do. So unless it's a completely off-the-wall random plan, Thrawn will always be victorious. I will say that I did not expect the reveal of Chiss to be Grisk. That is something I thought to be amazing. If you're unaware, the Grisk are the alien race that causes problems for the Ascendancy in both Thrawn alliances and Thrawn treason. I had wondered when they were going to show back up, if at all, and now I feel like things are going to start heating up. Overall, I really did enjoy the book despite its flaws, and definitely look forward to the conclusion in Thrawn Ascendancy Lesser Evil coming out later this year. I imagine this will be the climactic ending where we see how Thrawn is exiled and found by the Empire as we see in the 2017 novel Thrawn, but for now we'll just have to wait and see. If you're a fan of Thrawn in any way, this book is definitely a must-read. Again, I do think that this trilogy is very difficult to read since it's all new information, but if you know who Thrawn is, it definitely helps. But what are your thoughts on Thrawn Ascendancy Greater Good? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.